the timing sequence is as before. The title of the speech here, the hero, the speaker is advanced communication, the communicator bronze, advanced leader bronze, Bhanu Prakash.
In 1954, Joanna fell pregnant with a Syrian immigrant of age 25, whom she had just met in her university. Joanna's tyrant father was not happy with this whole idea of his daughter getting married to an Arab man. Due to their parents' compulsion, she went to Los Angeles and delivered a baby boy and put him for adoption. Stephen Paul, the boy was named Stephen Paul, was adopted by an Armenian couple who could not have children. This kid, Stephen Paul, was restless. He doesn't have a clear direction on which angle or which side he should go or focus in his life. But he is a hardworking champ. He has talent, just he's aimless. However, with his parents' support, he went to primary school, secondary school, went to university and dropped off. He wanted to do something, but something else is stopping him. However, in 1976, he started a company with all he got. However, that 1976 company is now having cash balance of more than whole US Treasury can have. Since 2012, this company is making profits more than what Google, Facebook, eBay and Microsoft combinedly makes. Stephen Paul Jobs, we affectionately call him Steve Jobs, was an adopted child. That is the impact of single adoption had made into our lives. When I say our lives, it is because of him we have a Mac, we have an iPhone, we have an iPad. It is because of him we have a genuine online music in market, or else everything was pirated. It is because of him the people, the singers, the artists can sell their music direct to the customers through their Apple Music. It is because of Steve Paul Jobs we have the legacy that what we have right now. That is the impact of single adoption. When I say names like Bill Clinton, Gerald Ford, John Lennon, Nelson Mandela, Michael Bay, and Mother Teresa, do you know what is the common point? Apart from all these famous figures have fought and made impact in our life, they were all adopted. Every single person what you see here was adopted. I know, I'm not asking you guys to adopt children, or I'm not asking you to go and do something for these children, because not everyone is Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie to adopt so many children. But we all can make a difference. There is a saying that you cannot change everything, but everyone can change something. So, how or what we can do in our lives to make an impact? Because our lives are supposed to be in next generation's inspiration. So make sure you do the right thing that inspires the next generation. I say, you sponsor a child. Sponsoring a child is not a big thing. No, you don't bring them to your home and feed them, make sure they study, or make sure they go have good health, make sure they take care of themselves. That is bigger responsibility. I know you all have your own family, you all have your own responsibility, but we all can sponsor a child. Sponsoring a child will cost you not more than $10 a month. It might be less than a slice of pizza that you eat in a fancy restaurant. One slice of a pizza one child's future. Do you see the correlation there? A slice of pizza, by next day you won't even feel or remember the taste of it. But a single child's future, he's going to keep you in his heart throughout his life or her life. Sponsor a child. Be a hero by sponsoring a child. Often we see many children are orphaned or left for adoption. Their future entirely dependent on who or whose they're going to be with. How are they going to? They always have this fear. Where is our next meal coming from? Are we going to have proper shelter? Do we have someone to look after us when we fall sick? All these sort of questions keep bothering them. And I tell you, that is pretty ugly situation for a child to have. You know why? Because childhood is the primary thing that will motivate, that will change the person's life in future. When a child doesn't have a proper childhood, his whole career has that insecurity feeling in him, and that will be disturbing. And by that, actually, the whole generation is going to be the paradigm shift to the other world, where the insecurity is the primary thing. The paramount thing here, what we have to do is sponsor it. By sponsoring a child, you are boosting the person's confidence. This $10 per month is going to make sure the person is going to get food on his plate, roof on his shelter, medication for his illness. This sponsoring, there are many other organizations. I'm not speaking for any one organization here. If you just go to online and just search for a sponsoring child, you'll see many options. If you have preferences, I know we all have preferences. We want to sponsor Indians, we want to sponsor Bangladeshis or Indonesians, doesn't matter. You go to online, you search for a thing, like you can search by what you want, what age you want, whether you want a female child or a male child, doesn't matter. Everything, all sort of things are already available. So changing a person's life by sponsoring your $10. So these are just some of the examples that I just took from the screenshots from the online. So the girl there is from US. This person is from Uganda. Here, this boy is from Indonesia. So there is no discrimination here. Whomever you want to sponsor, you can sponsor. You can get letters from them, you can get photographs from them, you can keep following up with them. How is their health? Be a hero by sponsoring a child today. Back to you.